technologically, Be a Better You Annual Challenge. Today we're talking about spiritual health and well-being. Of course, all this month we're focusing on that area of the life framework. And our topic is we are hopping into step 1 of the IDEANCE process. I'm hoping you picked your topic yesterday, or the area of spiritual health and well-being that you either want to achieve a goal in by the end of this year or improve by the end of this year. I decided I was going to go along with the same thing I did that I applied the SOAP framework to earlier this month, and that is my connection with source or a higher power, God, Jesus, etc. And I started by asking the question for step 1 of the process, which is, the question is, what is the current situation? What's going on right now with respect to this area of your spiritual health and well-being that you want to address? And what we do is we sit down, and we're not doing anything fancy today. We're just answering a couple of questions. What is my current situation with blank? And my fill in the blank is my connection to source, my connection to higher power, my connection to Jesus, God, whatever it is for me. And then again, whatever your fill in the blank is, maybe it could be anything. We've talked about so many topics this month. Maybe you want to work on eliminating judgment by the end of the year from your automatic feelings and repertoire. Maybe you want to do something bigger than that. Maybe you want to start something that positively impacts your spirituality, that of your families, and that of those you love and care about, or some kind of organization. I'm actually working on a school, SKOOL, community for Supersize Your Business, but it will also have all of the different elements that we've talked about this year in it. So maybe you want, excuse me, to do something like that. So we just want to sit down and write down and ask ourselves some questions about that to go a little deeper. Because if we get at why we want this, that will help us to solidify our commitment to achieving it by the end of the year, or to improving it by the end of the year. So I asked a couple more questions, a couple follow-up questions. And I asked myself that question this morning as I was getting ready. And then I asked myself, well, and I paid attention to what came up as I asked myself that question. What was really interesting is I know when I stopped actually and started to sever and cut off my relationship with source and higher power. You know, hindsight's always 20/20, so we can go back, we can look at that. And then my next follow-up question is, well, why didn't I reconnect it after that situation was over? Why didn't I go back to a source of energy and faith, etc.? So I'll have to ask myself some of those hard questions today, because I need to know and identify what the current situation is. You need to do the same. That's what we're doing today. And tomorrow we'll move on from there. But today is all about, okay, what's going on? What's really going on with me concerning this specific spiritual area and aspect of my life? The one that we're choosing to work on or improve or get a goal in by the end of this year. If you need any help with this, if I'm not being clear, some mornings I'm a little foggier than others, just ask. Please just hit me up and ask. You can message me. You can direct message me. You can comment below any of my videos, and I will see it and get right back to you. You can also, if you have my contact information, give me a call, or Voxer me if you have my Voxer handle. That one's pretty secret. All right. Have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Think about this. It's really an interesting and powerful exercise. All right. See you tomorrow.